Hey you guys, it's Brandy Chanel and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to your Love and Marriage Huntsville review. This is season 2, episode 11. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get it started. So the episode opens up with the cast pretty much expressing their feelings about Black Lives Matter and the pandemic. We see Maurice having a town hall meeting pretty much discussing the economy in Huntsville and what they can do as far as Black people to improve it. I appreciated this scene. I appreciate everything they did with Black Lives Matter movement and discussing the pandemic and the protests. Hopefully we don't have to keep hearing about it. What happened in 2020 as far as George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement, I don't want to have to keep reliving it because it's very depressing. But I'm glad they, highlighted it and talked about it and things of that nature. So hopefully this is the first and last time we have to hear about it. So we meet up with Miss Melody Holt, and she is at Atlanta, living with her brother. And so we're finding out that her and Martell are getting a divorce. She has finally filed for divorce from Martell, and I am so happy. I think we are all tired of Martell's shit, and I think Melanie's at the point where she's fed up. She's fed up, and Martell really pissed me off this entire episode. He lacks accountability, and to call him a narcissist or arrogant is an understatement. He's ridiculous, and that's the best way I can put it. But she's basically explaining to her brother why she is leaving, and she's trying to figure out a way to, I guess she's trying to figure out a way to get this divorce but still not have her children be that much affected. She thinks it's going to affect them in a way where they feel like they're going to have to choose between Martell and her. Like she doesn't want her kids to get mad if they choose to be with the daddy and vice versa. So I understand. And I kind of got really sad for Melody because you can tell she's been through a lot in this relationship, and she just come to a point where she can't take it no more. And I completely understand. And I kudos to her brother for saying, if you need help getting his shit out, let me know. So Martell's mom comes to visit, and he tells her that he's getting a divorce. I don't know. So it's obvious, and we already know this from season 1, that Martell's father was not present in the household. And it clearly shows. Like, he knew his father and he knew what his father was doing, but his father didn't take part in raising him, and it shows. So he's telling his mom that him and Mel are getting a divorce. His mom is expressing that she don't like it, and she feels like they're getting a divorce because of him, because he kept going out there cheating. And what does he do? Okay, what does Martell do? Martell proceeds to blame Melanie for him cheating. And this is what I'm saying. He lacks accountability. He know he wrong. Because if he didn't know he was wrong, he wouldn't be out here trying to search so far for excuse as to why he's cheated. And that's exactly what it is. It's an excuse. Because from what we know last season, Melody thought that her and Martell were doing good. They were having sex, going out on dates, and then she finds out he's cheating. So it's not, I don't believe is what Martell is saying, that she wasn't doing what she was supposed to do and then you went out and cheated. And even if that was the case, you need to communicate that. And even if she still don't give you what you want, you divorce her and then go out and get someone who's going to do all the things that you want them to do. You don't cheat on them 5 years out of the 10 y'all been married. How you think you going to, I don't understand this. And somebody explain this to me. How do you think you can cheat on somebody half of the marriage and still continue to get what you want out of that person after you have continuously hurt them time after time after time? Like, how does that work, Martell? If somebody down in the comments could let me know, please comment down below, because I just don't understand that. Okay, so we meet up with Tish and Marceau, right? And so Tish is back to her normal routine of being a housewife, taking care of the kids and taking care of Marceau. But she's also in school, that we've learned, okay? Her and Marceau are having a conversation about him hiring an assistant. He makes some, I don't know. We all know that Marceau is a male chauvinist. So he said that he wants a millennial woman who's into fitness and health, which I don't really understand why she got to be into health and fitness to be an assistant. That makes no sense to me. Like, someone explain that to me as well. But moving forward, let's just move on. Then Tish jokes back, well, I'll just get a manny. And he's saying he ain't paying for no man to watch his kids. And I'm just like, you are, oh my God, just so sexist. So you telling me men can't watch kids? I mean, I guess if it's true, you're a living proof. So I guess, okay, I guess he got a point. Then they get on talking about Melody and Martell. You guys, I do like Tish. I really, really do. But this is what gets on my nerve about Tish. I don't understand why women are just so hell bent on saying, I'm married, I got a husband, I'm this, I'm, my husband, my husband, my husband. Like, that is the vibe Tish gives me. That she is just so hell bent on being somebody's wife. She don't even know she's being abused. She will stay in her marriage no matter what. And she would shit on Melody for doing what it is, for having the courage to do what she can't do. And then for them to both say, Melody would have stayed with him had it not been out in the public eye, Melody would have stayed with him. Listen, maybe not, okay? Because quiet as it's kept, season 1, we knew about Martell cheating, and then they came back at the beginning of season 2, and they was back together. She is fed up. Y'all, I don't understand why it's so hard for Tish and Marceau to realize that Melody is fed up. She is fed up. It has nothing to do with people knowing their business. This man has continuously cheated on her again. And the fact that don't click in their minds, that he has cheated on her half their marriage, is quite, I don't know. It just, something about it. I just didn't like the conversation. I didn't like how they were talking about Melody and Martell, but moving on. Martell goes to visit Destiny. Okay, he goes to visit Destiny, and I think we're making Destiny a staple cast member, like a permanent cast member, instead of Melody and Martell's friend. So Martell goes over there to go visit Destiny, and she's just had a baby. They get to talking, and Martell's like, LeBaric, I think that's his name, LeBaric, yeah, that's his name. LeBaric getting up in the middle of the night, helping her take care of the baby, and she like, I'm doing everything. I know I'm jumping ahead, but later on in the episode, Melody and Destiny talk about LeBaric's role as far as being a part of the baby's life and being married, all that other stuff. And I do agree with Melody that is a red flag, that he's not doing his part as a father and helping Destiny take care of their newborn. Did anyone else notice that LeBaric wasn't in any of the interviews? Did anyone else notice that any of the scenes that Destiny was in, LeBaric was not there? Was it just me? Okay. Hopefully, as the season goes on, we'll see LeBaric, but I just noticed that in this episode that we ain't seen him. So Martell and Destiny start talking about this whole situation with him and Melody getting a divorce. And again, he's putting all the blame on Melody. He's not taking any accountability for his own actions. And I'm glad Destiny checked his ass. He's talking about that's y'all women's problem. Y'all don't take care of y'all man. Bitch, I'm not taking care of you. You've been cheating on me this whole time, bitch. I don't have to take care of you, a grown ass man. And I think that's what that was pissing me off about Martell this whole episode is that it's like he's doing his best to try to make Melody look bad to all her friends. And he's trying to save face because everyone knows that he's been cheating. Everyone knows that he has a baby on the way. And yet he is still not taking any accountability. Is everything is Melody did this, Melody did that. And I'm glad Destiny, did not just automatically take his side because she knew him longer. She's a woman also. So you can't just play that. You can't just tell us shit like that and we're just supposed to just go along with it. No, that's not how it works. So I'm glad Destiny definitely checked his ass and she did what she was supposed to do as a friend to Melody as well. Okay, so Marceau and Tish are opening up a cigar lounge called Black. And while they're, in the process or whatever, while they're in the building, Marceau gets an alert on his phone that Biden selected Kamala Harris for his VP. Is it just me, y'all, or was this scene seem a little fake to me? It seemed really fake. And, Tish was, oh my God, then Macy and Mila, they can be, and da-da-da. I was like, girl, this seems so fake. And Marceau was like, he never thought about it from that perspective. Like he when he says sexist stuff, he never thinks of his daughters, which to me is like, well, how could you not think of your daughters? Like you, oh my God, he's so tired through and delayed. Like how could you not think of your daughters? Like, would you want your daughters to end up with somebody like you, like who just think women are not supposed to be in certain spaces? Like, do you really think that that's okay? And would you want your daughters to experience that? So I don't know how he's never thought about it, but okay. So while they're talking, Martell in his extremely tight button-up shirt walks to the facility and they get to talking. And basically, once again, he's basically saying the reasons why he did what he did was because Melody was in his ear and he's basically trying to make amends. Listen, if I was the Scots, I would not be so quick to become friends with Martell because Martell is very manipulative. He can spin a story so damn quickly, it's ridiculous. Like we all saw last season where he tried to say that Marceau was cheating on Tish. Now, do I believe that's true? Of course I believe it. I don't believe it's 20, but it may be 2 or 3 of them, okay? But the point of the matter is, just because him and Melody was going through something and he didn't like the fact that the Scots were talking about it on camera, then he started talking shit. And it's like you and Melody saw that they were talking shit about you. So it's not all Melody's. Like, once again, lack of accountability. But moving forward, Melody goes to visit Destiny and, they do a little workout. I thought that scene was really cute. Destiny did not tell Melody about Martell visiting her. And I'm kind of glad that she didn't because it would have made her upset again. So I'm glad that she didn't tell her. But she did discuss her issues with LeBaric to Melody, and I talked about that earlier, so it's no need for me to repeat myself, but I thought that was a cute scene. So now we are at the Holt household, right? And the agreement was that Martell was going to move out the house. And so Melody comes in the house and he is still there. He hadn't packed his stuff. She asked him and he said he gonna pack his stuff or whatever the case may be. Mind you, he could have said all of that on the phone prior to Melody being at the house, but he chose to wait until Melody came into the house so he can be confrontational. Okay. So they get to arguing or whatever, and Martell throws out there that, he is asking for full custody, which is funny to me because he just said he needed a nanny. At the beginning of the episode, he was telling his mom that he needed a nanny to cook, clean, and all this other stuff. But yet here you are talking about some you want full custody. And really, we all know that he did that to get out of Melody's skin, okay? And I really wish Melody would have kept her cool. But I also understand why she cussed his ass the fuck out. Because he's steady trying to say, well, you had something going on. You had something going on. And the thing is about Martell is he has no proof. He has no proof that Melanie was cheating on him. And I think that's something he just convinced himself of. So it gave him a good excuse to go out and do what he did. So if at first it was Melanie wasn't taking care of her responsibilities in the household. Now is she was talking to somebody prior to him seeing this other woman. Like, nigga, if you don't get all the way the fuck up out of here, like, I'm like, you guys, like I said, Martell pissed me off this whole episode. It's just the lack of accountability. It's almost like the nigga need help. Like something is mentally wrong with him. Something is mentally wrong with him. And at this point, we can blame his mama and his parents and his upbringing, but the man is too goddamn old to be still acting this way. To try to place some of the blame on her and then to use the kids to get back at her by saying you want full custody, knowing damn well you may not get it. Okay, you guys, so that's it for this review. Let me know down at the bottom how you feel about this episode. Did you guys like this episode? Do you all believe that Mel cheated on Martell? Do you think he's just using this as an excuse to get to, basically using this as an excuse to excuse his infidelity? Okay, what do y'all think of Destiny joining the cast? Do y'all think that she's a good addition to the show? Do y'all want to see more of her? Did y'all notice that LeBeric wasn't there? Y'all just let me know down at the bottom in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And you all have a good evening.